Noah Schnapp, the young actor who stole hearts with his portrayal of Will Byers in the hit Netflix series Stranger Things, recently opened up about the emotional experience of filming the show's final scenes. As the production wrapped on the highly anticipated final season, Noah found himself overwhelmed by a wave of feelings that he simply couldn't hold back. The moment marked not only the end of an era for the show, but a deeply personal farewell for the cast who essentially grew up together on set. In an interview with E! News, Noah revealed just how powerful that final day was for him. He admitted that the emotions got the best of him and he couldn't stop crying. "It was an emotional day I'll never forget," he said. "It's beyond anything we've done yet. It's so big and so intimate and so heartfelt and probably the most emotional work we've done. Prepare for tears." Those words weren't just a warning for the viewers, but a reflection of what he and the rest of the cast experienced. Noah has been a part of Stranger Things since he was a child. When the show debuted in 2016, he was only 11 years old. The series became a cultural phenomenon, and the young cast, including Millie Bobby Brown, Finn Wolfhard, Caleb McLaughlin, Gaten Matarazzo, and others, became household names. Over the years they formed close bonds both on and off screen, making the goodbye even harder to handle. Talking about his time with his co-stars, Noah specifically mentioned working alongside talents like Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Millie Bobby Brown, and Finn Wolfhard. "The first day on set felt like any other thing," he said, "but the last day on set was really the craziest. I'll never forget that day. It was very sad and perfect." It wasn't just Noah who found the ending difficult to process. When asked who among the cast was the most emotional, Noah was quick to point to himself. "Probably me. I'm just so sensitive," he admitted with a laugh. "I mean, everyone was crying. We all love each other, so it's hard to part ways. There's a unique bond that forms when a group of people work so closely together for nearly a decade, especially when that journey starts at such a young age." For Noah and his co-stars, Stranger Things wasn't just a job, it was a life-changing experience that shaped their teenage years and gave them lifelong friendships. Saying goodbye to the characters and the world they built together was never going to be easy. Noah's openness about his sensitivity highlights just how deeply connected the cast is to the show. While many actors move from project to project, few become part of something as culturally impactful as Stranger Things. The sci-fi drama captivated audiences with its blend of supernatural mystery, 1980s nostalgia, and compelling character arcs. And at the heart of that story was Will Byers, whose disappearance in the very first episode set the whole adventure into motion. Reflecting on his journey, Noah seemed to carry a mix of pride and sadness. The sadness comes from knowing that a significant chapter of his life has come to a close. The pride, however, lies in the incredible work they've done, work that has touched millions of fans across the globe. Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler on the show and has also been part of the series since its inception, previously shared his own reaction to finishing the final season. Unlike Noah, Finn said he felt more shocked than emotional. "It was like a surreal moment," he explained in a past interview. "It didn't really hit me right away. I think I was in a bit of a state of shock." That contrast between the two actors' reactions speaks to the range of emotions the cast experienced. For some it was tears, for others, disbelief. But regardless of how each individual coped, there was a collective sense of finality that united them. The show's conclusion is undoubtedly bittersweet. Fans are eagerly anticipating the final season, hungry for answers and resolution after years of twists, cliffhangers, and unforgettable moments. But as excited as viewers are, they also know that this is goodbye, not just to the Upside Down but to the characters they've come to know and love. For Noah Schnapp, the farewell was deeply personal. As someone who's grown up in the spotlight, balancing fame with adolescence, he has come into his own as both an actor and a person. The vulnerability he displayed in talking about the final scenes is a testament to how much Stranger Things meant to him, and to how much it's meant to so many others. He's not alone in his sentiment. Fans have flooded social media with tributes, theories, and emotional reactions as news spreads about the show's wrap. Many grew up watching the series and just like the cast they're now preparing to say goodbye. But Noah's words offer a kind of comfort. There's a beauty in endings when they're handled with care, and he seems confident that this finale will do the story justice. "This final season is the most emotional work we've done," he reiterated, "and I think people are going to feel that." He didn't go into detail about specific plot points. After all, secrecy around the storyline has always been part of the show's charm, but his promise of a heartfelt and intimate farewell was enough to stir anticipation. As the curtain falls on Stranger Things, it leaves behind more than just memories. It leaves behind a legacy of powerful storytelling, unforgettable performances, and characters who will live on in the hearts of viewers. For Noah Schnapp, the tears shed on that final day weren't just about saying goodbye, they were a tribute to a once-in-a-lifetime experience, shared with people he now considers family. And while fans may mourn the end of the series, they can take solace in knowing that the cast gave everything they had to make the conclusion something special. In Noah's words, it was sad and perfect. A fitting end to a story that began with a boy disappearing into the dark and grew into something extraordinary. So as the world gears up for the final season, one thing is certain, there will be tears. From the cast. From the fans. And maybe even from those who never expected to feel so deeply about a show that began with bike rides, Christmas lights, and the strange pull of the upside down. But that's the magic of Stranger Things. It draws you in, keeps you guessing, and when the time comes, it breaks your heart in all the right ways.